Good morning, landscape lovers. I'm Felix from Holygon. Let's jumpstart Form. Form lets you create new landscape terrain. As input, you can use almost any SketchUp geometry as long as it is within a group. For instance, you can draw a rectangle using SketchUp's built-in rectangle tool and then group it and use it as input. And it's important that it be a group because Form expects a group. If you then click Form, and you will create new terrain. Then you can type in a number to change the resolution. This time I typed in 4. If you then hide the input, you can start editing the terrain like any normal landscape terrain. Like that. But there are other kinds of input. A more standard input is probably isocurves. Remember, it needs to be one single group. Select the group and click Form. If you hide the input, you can see the result more clearly. But you can also combine one input group with a mask group. So both needs to be groups. So if we this time first run Form and then select the source, you can see we have one container selected. And now we also select the filter. We got the mask. And now we click Enter to proceed. And Landshape will form using the mask as a filter. As you can see, not all isocurves have contributed to the terrain. And this is a good way to work. You can also use a point cloud as input. And then you get something like this. You can also use a standard add location terrain that you've imported from SketchUp in SketchUp. And remember, you can right click to form here as well. And when you form, we will use the geometry of the source to create new terrain. Currently, it will not apply materials. To do so, you need to click Zone. And Zone will use the selection's materials and bring them onto the terrain. And this works by projection. Like so. Finally, if you have a terrain that wasn't created in Landshape, but you want to bring it into Landshape to use Landshape's tools on it, what do you do? Well, in SketchUp, simply group all of the geometry, select it, with or without a filter, and click Form. If we now hide the input, we see that we've got a good topology terrain. We can add a skirt, and there we are. This is how to jumpstart forming new terrain in Landshape. Now go try it yourself.